Hello everyone, Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here with the product review of the Vibram 5 Fingers, specifically the KSO EVO model. So the KSO EVOs are designed for training. That's how I use them. Essentially, when you design Vibram 5 Fingers, or when you select them rather, you're going to want to choose them based on the girth of the sole. Each one of these is going to come with a minimalist design, meaning they're going to be barefoot shoes. That's what these are designed to be. So which one you choose is going to be changing by like a fraction of an inch. For example, the ones I have on my feet right now are the minimalist. So these are almost a sock. So they're very, very, very thin. I use them occasionally throughout the day just to spend some time in them, activate my soles, strengthen my arches. It's really good to have these. These are for training. They're a little bit thicker, a little bit firmer on the sole down here, and they're actually kind of an intermediate shoe. So you've got your minimalist at the bottom end of the thickness, and then you've got your hikers or your trail runners at the top. The trail runners are going to have a thick bottom sole. They've got these little square blocks on them for gripping rock and for going over small pebbles. If you run around in these minimalist shoes and you hit a rock, you're going to feel that. So they knew that. That's why they changed it up for the thicker soles. These are in the middle, which I love. I love these for training. For weightlifting, for training, these are my favorite shoe to use. I feel that they give you a good amount of grip. If you're running on turf, if you're pushing a sled, if you feel like you're going to be running, jumping, skipping, all of that's going to be covered by this shoe. Just as a disclosure, everyone, these are a sponsor of ours. These guys are awesome. I've used Vibram 5 Fingers for probably a decade, but they recently did come on board with us and give us a link, and our pricing on our actual page is going to give you a little bit of a discount. So if you do get them, make sure you go and use our link through our link tree, and that'll give you the prices for the review that I'm using for these numbers going forward. The second thing I want to talk about is the category of footprint. We're not including that for this review just because this is not a piece of equipment. Putting a footprint on a literal footprint is like not really that fair of a thing to do, so that's not really going to be included. So there's going to be 4 categories: pricing, quality, usage, and customer service. So let's get to the review. Let's talk about price. So the pricing right now for these, for the KSO EVOs, is $89. So $89 for a shoe of any capacity is a really good price. That's outstanding, especially for an athletic wear. If you're somebody who values the strength of your arches, this is a good idea to go with a minimalist shoe, or at the very least to have access to a minimalist shoe that you can periodize throughout your day, week, or month. I've talked about that quite a bit. You want these as a part of your training regimen. Not to say that you should only ever wear these forever and that's it and you should never have any shoes. Some people go extreme. I haven't found that to be the best case scenario. Oftentimes, if you do overuse these, if you walk around and train and run and jump all in minimalist shoe wear, you can get some difficulty with your arches, you can get some soreness, stiffness, you can even develop plantar fasciitis. So you want to avoid doing that all the time. Now, that being said, you should have these for certain activities like these, for training. That's what I use these shoes for. So for price, that's a really good price for shoes that you train in. $89 is kind of a steal, so I'm going to give that an 8.3. That's a really good price. Well done to Vibram 5 Finger. You're making this pretty affordable. Next, we'll talk about quality. So the quality of these shoes is actually pretty darn good. With any minimalist shoe wear, you're going to want to pay attention to the wear and tear on these things. They're going to wear out fast for a couple of reasons. A, these don't require socks. So you're not wearing socks when you wear these. You're just wearing them. And then if you're wearing them, they're eventually going to stink. And if they're going to stink, you're going to put them in the wash. If you're washing these and you're drying these, just make sure you dry at a low temperature, or maybe don't dry at all. Just put them outside and let them air dry. They will wear out faster if you do end up doing that. Take my word for it. But even with these guys, I've had them a while, and I do throw them in the wash. They hold together really nicely at the seam. They don't really have traditional laces. They have these little zip tie things that kind of just slide down and lock. So they are really well made. And they do last a decent amount of time. You just have to keep an eye on them. So for quality, I'm going to give them an 8.1. Again, it's a really good score. Good job for Vibram. Now let's talk about usage. As I mentioned before, this is a shoe that you're going to want to have in your collection of shoes. And this is a shoe for a purpose. This is not a fashion statement as much as people think it is. When people stop me and ask me what I have on my feet, why I'm wearing them, I'm glad that I can actually offer them a reason. Like, I'm doing this for the strength of my arches. I'm increasing the proprioceptive response in my feet. I want to have more neural drive. All of that goes into that answer. But you're not going to want to wear these for every occasion, not just because they look weird, but because they will wear out your feet, and oftentimes that can damage your soles. It can lead to soreness, lead to stiffness, and you may end up having some problems. So don't just wear these. Get these for a reason. Get these and understand you need to periodize with other shoes. the usage on this, I'm going to reflect that statement, meaning you're really going to only want to use these for training. And you're really only going to want to wear them maybe 1 to 2 hours a day. So I would give them a usage of 6.8. They have a very specific reason that you're wearing them, and it's not a bad reason. It's just you're not going to want to wear. This is not a wear all the time type of shoe. It's not like you're going to do a lot of different things with it. You're going to do 1 or 2 things while wearing these, then you're going to switch back to traditional shoe wear. So that's usage. Footprint, like I said, we're skipping. Customer service. So Vibram is a very, very good company. They've got an incredible product. They had a interesting business model when we first got to them, which did not really include affiliation with online reps, but it's actually kind of come full circle, and now we're very proud to rep them. Like I said, I've been using these for so long, and it's such a good shoe, and it's such an important part of my training that I would do this product review even if they never worked with me at all. Just because I know the benefits of wearing these. I know what these do for your feet and how strong you will be as a running, jumping, skipping human if you do, in fact, wear these. So my job is to provide the best information for y'all that I can possibly get, regardless of who partners with me or who does not. Vibram is incredible. They've got a great company, good customer service. They will answer your questions. A little bit of a delay on that front. If you do send them an email, customer service will get back to you, but it will not be instantly. Just know that. They're an overseas company. They do not operate out of the United States of America. At least I know they have an office here, but they are a company from overseas. So that being said, Italian company, going to have a little bit of a delay, but other than that, the product is great. I'll give the customer service a 7.5. Seems fair. It's good. It accounts for the fact that there's a little bit of a delay with them, but it's a good company overall. The score for this is a 7.67. Vibram 5-finger KSO EVO's 7.67. We will do another product review on the other 2 types of shoes that I wear from them. I wear 3 different kinds of Vibram 5-fingers throughout my day. I wear a minimalist shoe like I have right here. I have a trainer, and then I have a hiker. So depending on what it is I'm doing, there are 3 different types of shoes from Vibram that I wear throughout my training, throughout my life. So we'll get into that. 2 more product reviews coming at you very soon.